Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Today we're gonna see how to do some motion. So we're gonna see the idle animation that play randomly for your character when you're not touching anything. We're gonna see how to move forward, left, right, backward. Same thing when we're crouching. So that animation is working pretty good. We're gonna see when we zoom, the animation go up or down. Same thing when we crouch, up and down. So we're gonna see how to do all that. You can download the package that I put in the description here. It's gonna include all the animations that we need for this tutorial with all the blend space and the aim offset. So everything's going to be already set up for us. We're just going to have to implement those animation in it. So it's going to save a little bit of time, and it's going to avoid you to search exactly which animation go where. So I'm going to include a package with everything, but we're going to have to do some modification in it to make it work. And I'm going to walk you step by step how to do that. I'm in my new project here, so we're gonna import the mesh that we need. So the mesh that we need is the Swat mesh, the Swat skeleton. So we're gonna get it on Mixamo website. So it's gonna be this one here. So search for Swat guy, make sure you're under character, and download this to your project. So when you have that downloaded, we're gonna go to our download here, and the name of the character should be this one here. So we're just gonna drag it to our Unreal project, and we don't have to change anything. Everything is good from the start. So we're just gonna click import. It's gonna take a little bit, depend of how performant your computer is. Mine is kind of so it's take a little bit longer. I'm gonna clear that, and we're gonna save all of it. So now we do have the good character for starting the project here. So what we're gonna need to do now is getting all the animation that we need. So you can use your own animation if you wish. However, if you look in the link description, you should have access to the entire animation already named properly for us. Everything is there set up. We're just gonna have to do some modification to make it work. So how we do this? So we're gonna go to our project here. So this is our project that we're currently using here. So I'm gonna go where all the animation are. So you it's gonna be probably in download. So me, they're all here for now. So I'm just gonna take it from there. So we're gonna need all those animation here. So in your package, you should have four folders named exactly like this with all those animation. So you're gonna take all of this, you're gonna just Control C, and we're gonna go back to our project. So go back to our project. So it's this one here. Oh, actually, we're already in the good one. That's perfect. So that's this one. Actually, I'm a little bit confused. So I'm gonna go under Content, My Stuff. If you don't have my stuff, just create a folder. So I'm gonna put all my animation there, but the most important thing is that you put at least the animation that you downloaded under content here. So I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna paste all of it. So it's gonna be all there. So I'm gonna go back to my project. Back in my project, you have a folder, my stuff, and everything is there. So there's few things that we have to modify. You're going to notice that when you try to open any of those, it's going to give you an error saying that there is no skeleton assigned to it. So what you're going to do is click on the first one, and they're going to say could not find the skeleton for the aim crouch here. So they will ask you if you want to get one. We're going to click yes, and we're going to click on the one that we just downloaded. So the CH15. So what you're gonna have to do, it's all of those animation, you're gonna have to select the skeleton for it. So you can select all of them at the same time, click, and you can just go to edit. So what's going to do is going to ask you for each of them. You're going to have to select the good skeleton for it. You can always use your own animation, but if you use the one that I already packaged for you, it's the only modification really you're gonna have to do. So now they're all there. So if you open it, they're all blank, but everything here on the side, it's set up correctly for us. So we're gonna do this for the same thing for all those animation. You're gonna have those one here in aim crouch, aim stand, crouch, and stand motion. So we're gonna do the same thing. So we're gonna take your crouch, you're gonna select all of it. You're gonna go edit and assign the good skeleton for it. When it's done for all the animation, I will catch you back after I'm done with that, and we're gonna continue with it. Now that all the animation are set up correctly, we're gonna go to the animation blueprint, and you should have something like this. And you may have like a problem here to the casting, so we're just gonna remove the casting, and we're gonna cast to our Swat character. So we have the animation blueprint here. It's not what we want. We want this one here. So let me show you. So to my stuff, and we want my Swat blueprint. So we want this one. So it's exactly what we want. So we're gonna cast to this. So we're gonna cast to my Swat BP right here. And we're going to connect the object to the tri-pound owner. We're going to do the same thing here. We're going to cast to my Swat BP. Connect the object to try get pound owner. And we're going to promote this to a variable. There you go. Now compile. So here for our crouch, aim, getting and reloading. Make sure that we have those functions here. Not make sure, but I mean, take your Swat character, so this one here, and just get crouch. So we're gonna get crouch here, and we're gonna plug it right there. We're gonna do the same thing. Get aim is aiming, and plug it here. We're gonna getting up, and plug it here, and we're gonna get reloading. Reloading area, and plug it right there. So now this is fixed in the blueprint. So you should have exactly something like this. After that, we're just gonna go up here, and we're gonna go to the animation graph, and you should have something like this. So we're gonna go to the locomotion here, and here we have our idle. We have walk, aim, stand, crouch, and aim crouch. So all the transitions are done for us if you took my project, and we just have to plug the blend space to it with the aim offset. So we're gonna do this. So the first thing that we're gonna do, we're gonna go back, I believe, to let me check here, just make sure that I'm still so we're all done our animation. So we're gonna go to idle, and we're gonna go to the random sequence player. So this is just gonna pick an animation for us randomly. So if you go here under setting, you should have 3 entry with no animation. So we're gonna plug the animation to it. So we're gonna select here, we're gonna search for idle, and we're gonna take those 3 idle here. We're gonna take the first idle here, just make sure it's the one, that's the good one. So we're gonna take this one. And we're gonna compile. May have a problem. I probably forgot to do this one here. So let me just come back and I'm just going to make sure that all my animation are assigned to the good skeleton. Okay, back here, I'm going to reopen this, and I'm going to place the animation. So we're going to search for idle, the first one here, and I'm going to open the other one. I'm going to select the other idle. So idle aim, I'm going to take this one. And the third one, I'm going to search for idle once again. And need to make sure that we get a good one here. So there's two here. So I'm going to take this one here. I think idle aiming is not this one here. We're going to go and get those three. So idle rifle, idle 2, 3, and 4 that we need. So I have 3 here. I'm going to take idle 2, and this one will be idle 3, idle 4. I mean, so we should have rifle idle 2, rifle idle 3, and rifle idle 4. So we're going to compile that and save. So you can see now our character is taking the animation. So he's going to play this one. So if you want to do that randomly, you're going to shuffle mode here. You can just click there. It's going to play those 3 animation randomly. If you want to add more idle animation, you can always click here on the plus and repeat the same process. So we're going to go back to our locomotion here, and we're going to go to walk. So we're going to open walk. We're going to go to our asset here, and we have the blend space walk run. So we're going to take this, and I'm going to drag it right there. So we're going to plug the direction to it and the speed to it, and plug this to the input. So we're going to go in it, and now we're going to just place our animation where they should be. So once again, if you have my project, it's going to be fast forward. If you do not have my project, you may just have to try to set up your animation correctly. So we're going to search for walk forward. So we're going to have our walk forward here. We're going to put it right in the middle. Going to make sure it's at 0 and 250. And the next to it, to the left, is going to be walk forward right. So walk forward right here. And after that, it's going to be walk right, walk or right. After that, it's going to be walk backward right. So walk backward right, and walk backward right here. So this one go there at 250. This one 135. Whoops. This one 135. This one would be at 90 and 250. And this one would be 45. So that side is done. So we're going to do the other side. So we're going to need our walk forward left. So walk forward left. After that, we're going to need walk left. So walk left. Going to make sure that it's at minus 90 and 250. Going to click to the previous one and minus 45. Okay, so the next one will be our walk backward left. So walk backward left. And it's going to be minus 135. And it's going to be 250, like this. And the other one will be walk backward. So walk backward. Right there. And we're going to put minus 180 and 250 for the speed. So our first row is done. So now if you just hold control and you move, you can see normally you're going to be like this. So if you move, you see that The animation is working well. Perfect. So we're gonna do the up line, the upper line. So here we're gonna search for run. So it's gonna be a run forward. So run forward. It's gonna be 0. 1 to the left would be forward right. So we're gonna run forward right and run forward left on the other side. There we go. Just make sure that I'm perfectly at minus 45 and plus 45. After that's going to be run right. So run right. And we're going to take our run left on the other side at minus 90. After this is going to be our run backward right at 135. And we're going to do run backward left on the other side, 135. And the last one will be run backward. So run backward on each side. So now if you hold control, you can see our character is running in every direction. That's perfect. So we're going to save this and close it. Now we're going to compile. Good. This one is done. So we're going to go back to our locomotion. So we have our walk run here. So we're going to be the crouch here now. So go there, open the blend space crouch. Just put it here, plug the direction and the speed to it. Gonna open it. So in this one, we're gonna do exactly the same process. So we're gonna place all our animation in it. So the first one will be our idle. So we're gonna search for idle crouch aiming. Idle crouch aiming. Where it is. Idle crouch aiming. Here we go. So we're gonna take this one, put it there. So we're gonna take that and put it every 2 lines. Minus 90, plus 90. There we go. So we have the first line done. We're gonna go the top row. So it's gonna be walk crouching forward, walk crouching forward. So let me this one here, right there in the middle. And then next to it will be forward left. So walk crouching forward left. So forward left will go here. And forward right will go there. After that, it's gonna be our walk crouching walk. So what I just said, no, walk crouching right. I mean, walk crouching right. And we're gonna take our left on the other side. It's gonna be backward right. So backward right here. Backward left. So it's really convenient when all your animation are named properly. Don't search too much. And the crouching backward. And same thing on the other side. So if you hold control, everything runs smoothly. Perfect. So we're going to save that and close it. We're going to go back. Now we're going to do the aim stand. So we're going to go there. I'm going to take the aim stand. So this one here. We're going to plug the pitch to it. And we're going to take our normal aim stand. So this one here. I'm gonna plug the direction, plug the speed, and plug it there, all like this, and compile. So now we're gonna do this one here. So we're gonna go in it. So in our blend space, aim, stand, we're gonna do the same thing. I know it's a lot of repetition, but it's take forever to do animation. So we're gonna do this now. So this one is pretty fast. There's only like 4 animation to put, so we're gonna put the rifle aiming. Rifle aiming. Rifle aiming. Rifle aiming idle. Oh, right up here. Rifle aiming idle. And on the top, it's gonna be rifle aiming walk, rifle aiming, what is it? Rifle aiming walk right here. And on each side, it's gonna be aiming backward. So this one here, rifle aiming backward on each side. And we're done with that. Just save. Actually, I did a mistake here. I put a crouch. It's not the crouch. That's the rifle idle. So rifle aiming idle, this one here. Perfect. Awesome. So I'm gonna save that. We're all done with that. We're gonna keep that for the end. I'm gonna go back, go to our aim crouch. I'm gonna take our aim crouch, plug the direction to it and the speed, and I'm gonna take the AOS crouch, the peach, like this. Perfect. So we're gonna go in this one, and we're gonna do the same again. I know it's super long, take forever, but when it's done, and it's worked well. So this one will be the rifle crouch. So rifle crouch idle, rifle crouch aiming idle. Plug it right there in the middle. And I just see there's a little problem here, so we're gonna go to, it's not really a problem, but on the horizontal axis, we're gonna put direction, and on the vertical one, we're gonna put speed because it's none here, so we just want to have the name, so that's done. We're gonna rifle crouch aiming forward for the top here. So rifle crouch aiming forward, and on back is gonna be the backward, so this one, rifle crouch aiming backward. And we can save that. Now we're all good, so we have to do what take a little bit longer, so we have to do the aim offset for our animation, because if you open it right now, if you open this one here, you're gonna have this, but nothing is gonna work. We have to create the animation that we're gonna need for this, so we're gonna do that now. So we're gonna go to our folder here, aim crouch, and you see here you have AOS crouch, we have down and up. So we're gonna open this one, so you can see that the animation is already done. So what I done here in that animation, I took the normal idle animation and I remove all the frames to it. So I'm just gonna show you, it's already done, but I'm just gonna show you what I done. So for example, this one here, you can see it's moving and it's go down. So when you want to remove all the animation, what you do, you just click on the graph somewhere and you remove all the frame until you only have one frame. When you only have one frame, well, it's doing this. So you have an animation still. You have a still animation that doesn't move, and that's exactly what we want. So here on the side, there's some setting that we have to fix. Here you can see that we have to select an animation here. So it's need to be the animation that is idle. So this one here. So if you click on this one here, it's rifle, crouch, aiming, idle. So we're gonna search for that. So first we're gonna go and select the animation frame, and we're gonna take our crouch, idle, aiming. So idle, crouching, aiming, and we're gonna select this one, and we're gonna save that. We're gonna close it, and we're gonna do the same thing with the down and up. So we're gonna open down and mesh space. We're gonna select an animation, and once again we're gonna search for the crouching idle, I believe it was. Yep, idle crouching, and I'm gonna save that. I'm gonna go back, open the up, same again, idle crouching, and save. So now it should work. So if we open this one here, we just have to put those animation in it. So we already just set up that. So we have our idle crouch. So it's gonna go right here in the middle, and you can see it's moving now, and the down will be right here, and up will be on the other side. So now if you hold control, it's going down and it's going up. So here there's nothing to change. Everything is already set up correctly, and we're just gonna save that. Perfect. So we're gonna go back to our Locomotion, and we're gonna do this one here. So the AOS stand. So we're gonna go back to our content browser. We're gonna go back to the aim stand, and we're gonna open the AOS stand. I'm gonna go down here. Same thing here. We're at frame, so we're gonna select the good animation. So it should be, let me check. It's gonna be rifle, aiming, idle. So rifle, aiming, idle. This one here. I'm gonna save that. We're gonna repeat the same thing for the down and up. Gonna go in down first. Rifle, idle. This one here. Save. Close that. Go back to up. And we're gonna rifle, idle. There you go. Save. Perfect. So now we're gonna open this one here, and we're just gonna put the good animation. So stand right here in the middle, down right here, and up right here. So now if you hold control, it doesn't move, aim down and aim up. Perfect. So we're gonna save that and close it. So now if I look all the animation, everything should work properly. So we're just gonna compile and save the animation. We can close it. And we're gonna go to our blueprint for our character. So I don't know where it is. My Swat blueprint. I'm gonna open it. So you should have all that code already in it. So even begin play, the speed and all that stuff. So it's already what I did in advance to save time. So the movement input from the original third person template is right here. The crouch animation. So when we're gonna crouch, it's gonna crouch for us, and there's the line trace here just to make sure that we're not stuck under an object, and that the capsule collision will follow with it at the same time. And here we have the aim logic. So when we aim, it's going to zoom close to our shoulder, and same thing when we crouch or stand, and it's going to play and it's going to do that with also the side. So it's aiming and play this rate, and you can review it if you want. I'm not going to go through it, but basically this code there, it's just helping us to aim basically. So you can play with those value for your own purposes. And here is the reload animation. So here you can see that there's no reload animation here, and there's no sound, so you can put the sound that you want, and here you just need an animation montage to reloading. So we're gonna go there. I don't think I included any reloading animation in the package, but if actually I will put one now, so when you guys gonna see that video, we're gonna have a reload animation in it, so you're gonna be able to put it right there already set up for you. Perfect. So that is now we're gonna go in the viewport, and here under mesh we're gonna select our character, so CH15, and we're gonna take the animation blueprint, so Swat animation blueprint right here, and compile and save. So now we have our character ready to go for us. So we're gonna try this out. We're gonna do play, and if you don't have this character when you play, just to make sure here under the third person map, you go where, oh, I don't have the panel, so Windows and wall setting if you don't have it, and under the wall setting here, make sure here the select game mode that you have the default pound. It's my SWAT blueprint. Otherwise you're gonna start with a third person character. So when you have your SWAT blueprint, click play. So you should have your character here, so you should zoom for us down, so up, down, up, down. So it's working on the side too. You can walk, same thing with crouching. So if your crouch doesn't work properly, go to edit, project setting. I didn't show you this. So under input, just make sure that you, under the action mappings, you have crouch, aim, and reload. And you'll be all good and set. So those three things are just making a reference to, I'm going to show you here under the event graph. So the reloading is going to be this one. The aim is this one here. And the crouching is this one here. So when you have implemented that, if you do play, now everything should work. So crouch, perfect. So there's the line trace here. So if you don't want to see that line trace, you can always come here to crouch and remove the line trace to none. So now when you crouch, you don't see it. So everything seems to work. Let's see if under an object, it's gonna work. So I'm gonna go here, gonna go under the object. I can't crouch, I'm going up. If I press C, it's not going up because of the line trace. And as soon as I go up, I mean out, it's working. Perfect. So if I go back here and put for duration and play again, so now she'll have the line. Perfect. I go under. There we go. I can stand up. Perfect. So everything is working properly. So you should have exactly what I have here if you follow each step. So hopefully it's gonna help you in your game. So now you just have to add a weapon and fire with it. So you can do your own code for that. But now you have a basic locomotion system for your game. So with crouch and all the movement, and up when you walk, same thing. And you have also under object, so your character doesn't stand up when you're under as well. So hopefully, I hope this was hopeful for you, and I'll catch you on the next video. See ya.